2 years ago, Visceral Games put Dead Space Extraction on the Wii, and IGN quickly declared it the Wii Shooter of the Year. Now Extraction's on the PlayStation 3, running in HD, and packing PlayStation Network trophies. If that wasn't enough of a reason to be excited, the game's also using PlayStation Move really well and selling for $15 on the PlayStation Network, if you didn't get it for free with your copy of Dead Space 2. All in all, the game's good, but it doesn't set the world on fire.
You just watched us kill them all!
Dead Space Extraction is the prequel to the original Dead Space. This is a first-person, on-rails shooter. You'll play 10 story missions from several perspectives as you deal with the activation of a religious idol known as the Marker, a monument that drives people crazy and creates horrible beasts known as necromorphs. The best thing Dead Space Extraction has going for it is its story. Necromorphs are everywhere, and your band of survivors needs to get to safety. Questions like who will go mad next and why Eckhart is so interested in this seemingly ordinary girl, along with some great voice acting twists and characters, kept me playing this game. On top of that, familiar Dead Space sound effects, weapons, and locales kept me grounded in the universe I know so well, even though the first-person shooter format isn't the usual fare. Although the game looks better than its Wii counterpart, it's not breathtaking by PS3 standards. Environments and characters look good, but effects like water are unimpressive, and the necromorphs themselves aren't amazing. The game looks good, but it isn't stunning. My other knock on the presentation front is that I could have gone for mid-level saves, as the chapters can feel long at times. When I got frustrated with Chapter 6's boss, I wanted to turn it off and take a break. But that wasn't an option unless I was willing to forfeit my progress.
Move! Get in the tram!
Oh God!
Dead Space Extraction is a light gun shooter. You point the crosshairs at whatever you want dead, or dismembered in this case, and pull the trigger. You'll have access to telekinesis to grab items, stasis to slow down your attackers, and a plethora of familiar weapons such as the Plasma Cutter and Ripper. You can use the traditional controller to play Extraction, but the PlayStation Move is the way to go, as it's quick, responsive, and the scheme the game was designed for. All of this works really well and makes for levels that are mostly fun to explore and blast your way through. I say mostly because the pacing isn't great. As it's on rails, you really have no say as to where you go, so the formula of walking into a room and having tons of enemies spawn becomes routine. I wanted to go through these rooms to see how the story would play out and what the next boss battle would be, but the setup removed the scare factor for me. The necromorphs also tend to move towards you slowly and wait for you to kill one of their friends before attacking. It made the game feel like it was dragging. If you just want to kill stuff though, you can jump into the game's shooting galleries and compete for the local high score. Sadly, there are no online leaderboards, but a friend can pick up a second controller and join you at any point in the game.
Oh God, Egan.
Dead Space Extraction is a fun shooter with a good story. I don't think it's amazing or something you can't miss, but if you need a solid game for your PS3 or something cool to finally play with your PlayStation Move, this more than fits the bill. For everything Necromorph, check out IGN.com.